we catch a cold or we get a flu, and it's over in a week. Sometimes it seems to drag on, or in some people it drags on, becomes bronchitis, may require medication. We've all had the experience of having a simple cut when we fall and scratch ourselves. And sometimes it seems to be better in a couple of days. Sometimes it seems to take days and days, sometimes weeks. What's the difference? The difference is the health and nutrition of the cells at the cellular level. When your cells are healthy, you have the maximum rate of natural healing for simple things like cuts, for simple things like colds or flus, and of course for any complicated health condition. The best you can give your body is nutrition at the cellular level. This allows your body the maximum amount of natural healing, of natural health, and that's of course what we're looking for. Feel good as long as we can, as much as we possibly can. Now, one of the big areas in health today, and certainly that's an important part of nutrition, is of course weight loss or weight control. Now, this is nothing new. Weight problems have been going on for literally thousands of years. If you look in the ancient Chinese texts or the Greek texts or even the American Indian texts, they talk about problems of excess weight. But there has not been a really good system, a really good technology, if you will, of dealing with these problems until really the 20th century, and in particular until the Herbalife system has come out. Now, why is that? In order to create a technology for any problem, you must understand the basic laws that dominate or control that technology. One analogy that I like to use is the analogy of flight itself. Mankind has wanted to fly since the dawn of creation. We've always imagined flying like the birds, reaching the stars, but we didn't have the laws, we didn't understand the laws that govern flight until the 20th century. In the last century, in the 19th century, we had the technologies, we certainly had electricity and mechanics, but because nobody understood the laws properly, all the machines could do was bounce around and do those silly things that machines did. Then at the beginning of the 20th century in America, the Wright brothers discovered the technology and the laws of flight, and they were able to create the first flying machine. Today, every flying machine, whether it's a helicopter, a stealth bomber, a Boeing 747, all depend upon that law of flight. If they do not follow that law of flight, what happens? They crash. In the same way, there is a very simple law that controls weight in the body, and it's called the law of energy balance. And it's very simple. What it says is, when we take in more calories in the form of food than we burn up either by exercise or by natural metabolism, our bodies have the ability to store the extra calories as excess weight. What kind of weight? Fat weight. And we can put on more and more fat weight the more we have an imbalance that favors adding fat. Well, the same law of energy balance works the other way. If we take in less calories than our bodies burn in exercise or metabolism, then our bodies have the ability to use the excess fat to make up the difference, and we lose the excess pounds that we have till we get to our ideal weights. Now, of course, that's the simple rule. The question is, how do we do it in such a way that we don't just have a little puddle jumper plane, but we have a 747 that can take us as far as we want? Well, energy balance has two sides to it. First, we would like to be able to increase the amount of energy that we burn every day. Well, of course, exercise, being more active, sitting up, walking instead of riding, all those are easy ways to help increase our energy output. Herbs can also help the body with a feeling of energy and can help you increase your energy output by giving you a feeling of energy. Particularly, the Thermogenics beverage helps you with that feeling of energy. I mean, I don't know about you, but I am not a morning person. They say the world is kind of divided into two kinds of people, night people and morning people. Morning people wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, boing, eyes wide open, and they feel great, and they go out and they run all their errands, and they do everything they have to do, asleep by 10 o'clock at night. Night people, on the other hand, get up around 11, have breakfast around 1, don't really start getting going till about 8 or 9 at night, and 2 o'clock in the morning feel great. By 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe they're ready to fall asleep. Unfortunately, the world is run by day people. So how do you become a day person? Well, for me, I get up early, but my eyes don't go boing. What I do is I kind of walk into the kitchen, little by little, make myself a cup of nice thermogenics beverage, and by the time I finish washing my hands, first one eye pops open, then the other eye pops open, and then, ta-dam, I feel good, energized, and active. That's what the thermogenics beverage can do. It can help give you that feeling of energy, help energize you so you can be more active. When you're more active, you naturally help increase your energy output and burn more calories. Second, how do we safely, effectively, easily, and magically reduce the number of calories we take in to help create the proper energy balance? That's when we come back to our Formula One, to our shake. As we said before, this allows us to make a low-calorie meal that's filling almost instantaneously, delicious, and yet gives us all the nutrition we need for that part of the day. Very simply, all we do is we take 2 shakes a day and cut back, and we naturally reduce the number of calories we take in. So if we burn more by being more active, and we cut back a little bit, and we take in less, we have created the energy balance that favors reducing the amount of fat. Now, we have our energy balance down, but we know our body still needs micronutrients and herbs on a daily basis. Why? Because whether you're losing weight, maintaining weight, or changing your weight in any way, or just maintaining health, your body must have micronutrients and herbs. Therefore, we need to take along with our Formula One, the Formula 2, Formula 3, and other natural herbal and nutrition products from Herbalife. This assures us that our body gets all the nutrition that it needs every single day, and we can be healthy. In fact, we can regain our health even while we're losing weight or controlling our weight. Now, one thing that we want to take a look at very carefully is how our body does maintain that weight. What is it that burns the extra calories? You know, we all use this term. We talk about burning energy, we talk about burning calories, but what part of the body really does burn the calories? Well, you'll find that if you do the average on a daily basis, the majority of calories are burned in the muscular components of the body. They're burned either through exercise or just through daily activity. If we're not able to maintain the muscular component of our body, then we will not be able to effectively achieve the weight loss we want or achieve the health we want. In fact, one of the things that might happen is as we decrease our weight, we not only decrease fat, but we actually decrease the muscular component of our body as well, and this leads to what we call the yo-yo effect. When you decrease the muscular component of the body, you decrease your energy output. When you begin to eat normally again, that normal is a much